used to be a bedroom for her 2 daughters. As you can see, there are stuffed animals here and a bunk bed completely in ruins. Detectives tell me that's when that suspect took off through this field behind me and into that neighborhood. I definitely still need some work to keep up with these racers, with a hood from the KKK photoshopped to his head. They did not leave enough healthy vegetation like this. The water is rising up to the car door level on these cars. Now, timing is everything, and it's safe to say that no one really expected this turn of events. The Finney property becomes a winter wonderland with just the flip of a switch. It took U.S. Marshals only a week and a half to locate and arrest Frank Sellis at his Bonita, California home. We can really see how dry this grass is. Some flashes of lightning, heard some claps of thunder, but all in all, the good news is it could have been much worse. He was able to wrestle away that bailiff's gun before turning it on himself. Now, although the gates are closed right now, Franklin Parish fans haven't been doing much cheering in these stands this season. The atmosphere here at Walsworth headquarters is just buzzing. That call had to do with this Louisiana Supreme Court ruling.
This was my 2 girls' bedroom, and then right up where the recliner is was my 2 sons' bedroom.
But that is all that's left of Paige Smith's home. Just before 5 o'clock Tuesday afternoon, Smith left her home in West Monroe. Shortly after, she got a call from her father-in-law saying her home was gone. As far as what's next,
I really don't know. I have no idea.
Next to me here used to be a bedroom for her 2 daughters. As you can see, there are stuffed animals here and a bunk bed completely in ruins. Although she wasn't home, her father-in-law and sister were right next door.
And their houses were spared. I was gone and mine was destroyed.
Hours later, the storm hadn't let up, but Smith had to come back. There were things she needed inside.
I was looking for my paperwork for my homeowner's insurance, my filing cabinet.
After searching through the wreckage with a small light, we found it, and luckily were able to salvage it. The rest of her home is gone, but Paige says she is blessed. The most important things in her life got through untouched.
Material things are replaceable. It's a long road ahead of us, but I'm truly blessed that my family is safe.
A relief for a mother of 4 now looking to rebuild.
Just keep us in their heart and their thoughts as we go through this process.
A process made more difficult by weather that just won't quit. In West Monroe, Justin Page, KNOE 8 News. The Madison Parish Sheriff's Department is on high alert.
We've been getting tips that possibly the suspect from Warren County, who's wanted on capital murder charges, are in the Tallulah area.
Raphael McLeod, a suspect in a capital murder that took place in June, has been on the run for about a week. This morning, a city worker in Tallulah went into a building to get a lawnmower when something unusual happened. Someone already inside the building made a run for the door. Detectives tell me that's when that suspect took off through this field behind me and into that neighborhood, causing quite the concern for neighbors. Albert Shaw III lives right on the other side of that field.
He was running like one of them young deer like all day, because he had dust coming from his heels. He was running so fast.
Despite everything that happened in his backyard today, Shaw isn't too worried.
Because I'm just as dangerous as he is.
Not everyone shared the same comfort, though. Terry Rogers was outside working on his next-door neighbor's house when police started going door to door.
Matter of fact, they came in my backyard with the dogs and everything, and it was just all down this street, up and down.
He says it's just another reminder to stay vigilant.
I'm an alert person anyways, you know. But when you hear something like this, you know, it just have you more so on the lookout.
Strange activity for this Tallulah neighborhood, but Detective Rash says they can't confirm if today's suspect is Raphael McLeod.
We have no information that it is actually the person that's wanted on capital murder charges.
But with an alleged killer on the loose, safety is their main priority. It's a moment no coach can be ready for.
You're not able to handle it. Just never prepared.
And it's every mother's biggest fear.
He was just my baby.
16-year-old Tyrell Cameron took his position on the field with his teammates for Friday night's home opener.
It was a routine punt play where we were punting and he was covering the punt and he was going down to cover the kick, and he turned into a blocker.
But this time, Tyrell Cameron didn't get back up. His mother, Shamika Cameron, was out of town and missed what would be her son's last game.
And I had got the phone call that I needed to get on the road, that Tyrell was hurt.
Hurt with an injury he wouldn't recover from. Junior Devon Douglas had just left the field before Tyrell's final play.
I seen everything. When I seen it, I couldn't believe it. It was hard. It was a hard pill to swallow.
Tyrell lost his life playing the game he loved, a passion for which he always gave his all.
Mom, I gotta go to practice. He was there, rain, sleet, snow. If they said it was practice, he was going.
A crushing blow to any team, but one the Patriots are hoping will make them stronger.
But tonight, I told one of his teammates earlier, we're going to send him out big, and that's what he deserves.
As they head back onto the field, hoping to win this one for Tyrell.
My face I just went, I cannot even believe it.
Susan Elaine worked at KNOE from 1976 to 1986. And she knew Frank Sellis, or better known as Mr. Wonder.
He didn't do anything to make people like him very much. I'll put it that way.
She was the crime reporter then, out on a story one day, and heard the scanners say something unusual.
And when I was in the Paris Sheriff's Department, I heard that they had arrested Frank Sellis.
Turns out they hadn't arrested him, but they were trying to, for allegedly molesting young boys on camping trips. Trips born from Mr. Wonder himself.
Well, it was very disturbing. I mean, we all thought he was a little strange, but...
Never strange enough to do what authorities say he did and continue to do while on the run.
Even as recently as today, we looked at an application that he had been putting out in Bonita, California, where he was arrested, soliciting and asking young boys to come be a part of some camping trips and some swimming excursions and things like that.
Sellis would leave Monroe with his entire family and go on the run, changing his name, but police say not changing his ways. 37 years and a cold trail didn't deter law enforcement from seeing that justice was served.
We in law enforcement, we never forget and we never give up.
The story created waves across the ArkLaMiss in the late 70s and waves inside of KNOE.
It caused a big rift in the newsroom. It really did. It was sad.
Today, Elaine is glad they found Sellis, but it's not over yet.
He hasn't been found guilty of the crimes that he is supposed to have committed.
The next chapter in the Mr. Wonder story is just beginning.